The next section is section 5, where in this section, we're going to deal with partners and suppliers. There'll be 2 understanding type of questions in the exam of the total 20 questions. In this, we'll particularly look at how partners and suppliers can contribute to this practice and what kind of dependencies arise when that is done. We begin with understanding the role of third parties, which are namely partners and suppliers, and how they can contribute to this practice. Suppliers is a traditional word, came from manufacturing, and whereas partners means more closely collaborating supplier. Of course, partnership is better than a pure supplier kind of environment. Suppliers where it's order giving and order taking, whereas partners is a lot more transparency and collaboration. And this is one of the 4 dimensions of service management in ITIL. So such third parties may support the development, management, and execution of the practice in several ways. The first one is they can provide the capabilities to monitor and manage events in their technology products, for example, in their software or hardware. And this can be very beneficial to the organization which is using those products, be it hardware or software. In fact, it's like an industry norm to do that. And then the organization can use those functionalities, the inbuilt capabilities in the way they want. Because information provided by those products will be extensive and therefore some filtering will be needed. Secondly, the third parties need to provide comprehensive documentation about their capabilities. So the previous point is more elaborated in this one, where while those products will provide capabilities, but they need to be documented and provided to the other organization by the third parties. And also, there should be clear guidance on how those capabilities can be used to do the monitoring and event management, and how it can be integrated with other tools that the other organization uses. And this is also a norm in the industry. Then another good thing third parties can do, that they can define certain common scenarios and how to respond to different scenarios for their products. So for example, if they are providing an application platform, and if there are simultaneously certain slow functioning issues for certain functionalities of the application and some security issues as well being detected, then what could be done as a response? Meaning it's possible that the slower functioning may be due to potential security threats surfaced. And the next one is to perform monitoring and event management activities themselves. So they can take part in any of the process activities. And in such a situation, they'll be working with maybe other suppliers as well, or with the organization also that has outsourced the work. Then yes, they will also or can provide monitoring tools. So far we have looked at third parties providing the capabilities for monitoring and event management in their products, and also documentation about that, and defining certain scenarios, and also instrumenting those scenarios into the tools, and performing certain activities of monitoring and event management. And now we are into providing or provisioning the tools themselves, because there are tool vendors, so that's what is meant here. And they may even provide certain software programming interfaces so that certain applications can use those APIs to perform some additional monitoring and event management activities. And this is generally done by the cloud service providers, where an organization, if they are using the cloud through a third party, they can use the API provided by the third party to perform some additional MEM activities, monitoring and event management, that is.